Aloha everyone, I am Mark Tolliver and I am a coach with Life Creations Education, which is a coaching company that I'm associated with in California. But I am coming to you from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii, coming to you an ocean away. This scale and this office could be anywhere, but I'm actually coming to you from Maui. And my intention is to come out with a series of videos like I've been doing. This is class 12. And it's all about ease with our balance, with intention that we're setting for our goals. If you're tapping into this for the first time, you'll get a lot out of this video class. What we've been doing, and the reason why I have this giant scale next to me, is we've been talking about, is there truly balance when we set those intentions to focus in on our goals? And I like to actually say, well, there's never a perfect balance. Trying to hold two things at the same time, your life, your job, your career, the intention that you're even setting now, is going to have, which we call, where we actually set that intention, is our action to create the reaction of our intention, our goals, the values that we place into our intention, our personal values, and to create that roadmap to get there to the goal that we set for the future. But we actually have to focus in on the present, which is right now. And to do that, we create a lot of reaction to the action that we're placing, meaning the circumstances that come up into our life, which is as easy as trying to balance everything. Then when we try and balance everything, when I use the word try, because we're actually trying to do something. If you try to stand up, it will get tiring after a while. And being in a middle pause will also get tiring to where you'll want to sit down or stand up. But if you sit in the middle, it can get painful. It can get, okay, we need to really focus in on where that ease is in our life, where the balance is in our life. For example, I have the robot watch, which I really love to use as examples. And I also have this seashell next to me with a little rubber ducky actually behind it. You can barely see it. But what the seashell is symbolizing is actually a seashell that I picked up on the beach here on Maui. And it symbolizes to me, when I look at this shell, wow, those waves compounding in, which can be like our action from the day. And then it can pound deep to expose the coral reef underneath while it's taking all the sand out into the ocean. Or it could gently go in. There's that little rubber duck. And it can gently graze the sand, barely moving a pebble of the sand, and going back in ease into the ocean, which is actually action to a reaction. It's actually the ebb and flow of our talk today. Because what we want to be able to do is create that ebb and that flow, to be able to have the action of exposing that coral reef from the ocean to expose that beautiful seashell that I got. And the little rubber duck behind, if I can just turn this a little bit, the little rubber duck is actually to symbolize our freedom, our joy, our playing, to go into the ocean, to go into even a bath, to have the time to just relax. But then, as I say, if we focus in on our work, and I've been spending way too much time on the ocean, I have been spending way too much time being at ease, so you know what? I have to focus my time into some work here. And the little robot clock is you. That is you. The face is all about time, and that crazy chatter that we have in our head about time and having to get there so that we can focus back on this, the ocean, and the fun and the play again as the rubber duck. And at the same time, we have to focus back into our work and what our work is doing. And we have to create that. So where do we achieve that perfect balance? Where do we feel that ease? Where do we get that ebb and flow of having to go and charge into our work or charge into our play, like that ocean wave on Maui that pounds against the shore, or as we sometimes call the ankle snappers, that actually are the light waves that gently kiss our shores and gently pull back? Or are we those huge pounding waves that you see, or that you see the surfers even glide on and have fun with, and actually ride those intense waves? What's that all about? And it looks like they're doing it with ease, but they're also doing it with a direction. They know how to ride that wave. They know how to bring it all the way back into shore. Or sometimes they crash. Or they ride what we call being in the tube, which is riding through the wave safely to shore. And to know when to let go and maybe let the wave come over us, and then know how to swim through that wave to come out to the other side, where there's an onslaught of two more waves just as big coming towards the surfer's way. And to know how to ride those, because it's constantly going, it's constantly happening, because there's an ebb and there's a flow. It's like an action to a reaction. When you throw that ball up in the air, and when that ball's coming down with gravity, there's a constant flowing. That's why ebb and flow is used so much in our terminology. So how's that working for you with your intention that you've set? I gave a homework assignment in the last video, video 11, and it was a simple one of just creating the focus and being in focus and being aware of what your values are, matching it up to your intention that you've placed, matching it up to what's going on for you. How's that happening? And matching it up to the behaviors and the behaviors that come up for us when we try and achieve balance. And now talking about the ease, being aware of those behaviors. Is it stopping you? Are you getting aggravated? Are you getting excited? Are you getting pulled back? Or are you moving forward? We also talk about how are you filling your cup up while you're doing all this? Is the cup getting filled up? Are you trying to hold on to that cup that's been filled up? Or are you pouring it into another cup? Or are you pouring it back into the ocean because you know there'll be more water coming? Or is the cup dry and you still haven't gotten anything from that? What's the circumstance from that? You see, with our intentions, we are really placing something new into our life. Just like this scale. That's why I've been using this particular scale. We're constantly going, okay, I've been focusing more on life. I still have been focusing on being able to take my rubber ducky in the ocean and to collect seashells. So you know what? I'm going to take this big weight and I'm going to focus all on this again. Well, things are shift. Even the seashells shifted. And it exposed more of the duck. Okay, so action's going on. But then once again, I'll take this little weight and focus back on work because I've been playing a little bit too much lately and I need to pay my rent. I need to focus in on my other job that I'm doing. You know, sometimes living on Maui, you can work 2 to 3 jobs and you may not have as much time to play. That's why that's kind of starting to raise and get a little uneven. Why did we all move to Maui? To be able to play, to create balance. People that live on Maui, that's never left Maui, this is their balance. How do they create that balance? Well, there's a thing that we say is we have to do this with ease. We have to do this in a different way. It's kind of funny. On Maui, we call it Aloha Friday. Let it go. Let it go. Let's have some more fun. So we focus on the fun. And let the weekend start. Or we have Aloha Sunday, which is all about focusing on family, focusing back on the fun, going to the ocean, hanging out. We create that balance and we create that ease. Oh yes, there's work, but work comes on Monday. Or if, like most of us, we work through the weekend, then we have to find that balance still where after work we get together with family, we get together with friends, we take that chill time, we look out on the ocean. What is that for you, for wherever you are? You don't have to be on Maui to find this. You can be anywhere. You can be right here, right now, watching this video. So for my homework for you, because I'm a coach and I love, love, love to give homework, this is what I want you to focus in on. Kind of like what we do here on the island. When we say we're pow, it means we're done, we're done. And Aloha Friday means let's be done and let's carry it through the weekend with ease. And then on Aloha Sunday, we're with family, we're with friends. We're not over here. But if we are over here and we're working through the weekend at resorts and at hotels and businesses that never stop, then what is that? Or our business that never stops. If we're entrepreneurs and we're constantly going and checking, we're checking our iPhones and we're checking our iPads and we're making sure that everything's correct while we're over here. How can we balance that ease? Because we can't have it all at the same time. Some of us can, some of us can't. So for those that can, great. But for those that can't, how can we balance that out? Or the ones that can, how did they balance it out? Remember, balancing and being perfectly balanced is a total illusion. This is all an illusion of trying to keep it perfect, because there's always a little bit of imperfect. Even if we try and work a little less, and look, even I've got to even hold this to make sure that it's not going to fly off while I take off a weight. So check this out. See what this is all about. And you don't have to be on an island or an ocean away to get this, because I'm actually coming to you. This is my intention. And this is my giving back, kind of like the ebb and the flow again. This is why I'm doing this. I want to share with you. So share back with me. Write a comment below in the comment box under this video. And there's many links down there. You can shoot me a comment on any of those links. And you can personally email me as well. And I will personally give back. Because the whole thing is about giving back and receiving. A lot of us have a hard time receiving. A lot of us have a hard time receiving the fun. A lot of us have a hard time receiving the work that goes into it and what comes back to us. So when you need to focus, think about the scales and what that does for you. When you need to let go, think about us here in Hawaii that have Aloha Friday. We're pow, which means we're done for the weekend. We can focus in on fun and on family. And if you work through the weekend, and even to Aloha Sunday, which is for family and for fun, then let's tip the scales back again. And if we have to tip the scales back again, what are we doing? It's an illusion. So we have to work with the ease in our life. We have to work, well, you don't even have to say we have to. We all need to learn how to create that perfect balance, which is an illusion. So there is no perfect balance. So for your homework, let's just focus in on what balance feels like now and what that illusion of balance is, and how can you achieve ease with being aware that the scales are never balanced one way or the other. And how can we work more easily on our intention that we're putting in place? If it's brand new right now from watching this video today, to everyone that's been following me since New Year's Day, because my intention is to create these brand new videos once a week, each week, and to be able to share this. Once again, there's the ebb and there's the flow, constant going. It's even created new classes for me from my original track of the classes I was going to do. So I need to shift with that, and I need to be at ease with that, and still keep my intention. And the intentions that I'm putting in place that I'm learning from all of you as well. So with aloha and with that thought, I'll be checking in. Do your homework. Just write down what is going on in the behaviors that's coming through with your intentions that you've set, or you're setting new intentions with by watching this video today, and see where you're going and the ease behind it. And the ebb and flow we'll talk about in our next video. So with aloha and mahalo, which means thank you, I will see you all next week. And if I can, I'll do a check-in in the middle of the week. Aloha.